officially 11:45.
You're skipping breakfast because it's officially 11:45.
12, yeah, and we've only been up like 20 minutes. So we'll do a brunch.
We're doing a brunch. Yeah. Okay.
The one that we discussed yesterday.
Right. Okie doke.
All right, I'm keeping it secret because you filmed me.
All right, okay. We'll not tell anybody. Well, this is husband's first attempt at cheese scones. First attempt at baking?
No, I baked before.
All right, baked before.
Once.
So, as you do, you wipe your fingers, your hands on your trousers.
Of course.
You get some on your nose.
Yes.
You get it all over the front of your top.
Yes.
You make a mess on the bench.
That was so the dough didn't stick to the. That was so the dough didn't stick to the bench.
Oh, and we were given a big lot of 30 eggs
30
by
eggs.
our cafe neighbour when we closed the shop down. She gave us those and she said, here, you can have them. And here's his creations.
These are cheese scones in unusual shapes.
In unusual shapes.
Because I've done that.
So we're going to see what they turn out like.
Right. I put them in for a couple of minutes to warm them up before I glazed them.
What, the scones or just the tray?
No, the scones. I put them in the oven for a couple of minutes before I glazed them.
Uh-huh.
You know, not because I forgot to glaze them. I was just warming them up first.
Okay, right.
And now I'm putting them back in.
Let's see what they turn out like. Boys tidied up, haven't you?
I've tidied
and
up.
The alarm's going,
It's
so
going.
let's get it out. I'm keeping well away.
My glasses are steamed up.
Oh, put them on there. Put them on here. Whoa, look at those. Let's hope they're as tasty to eat as they look. Wow. My original Sergio, which I had, which is just a Toyota, it stopped working properly and it really needs to go and get a service, but I haven't had the time to get round to get a service done for it. So I think it was before Christmas, one of my subscribers or viewers emailed me and she was telling me about how she had a Baby Lock Air. She was getting a new Baby Lock Air. She just lives locally. And I was replying to her and saying, yes, I need to get one. Not a Baby Lock Air because they're way too expensive by my standards. Over there in that corner I have a Singer heavy duty sewing machine for doing leather. Never used it, but I got it on eBay cheap. It was about £100 and the lady who sold it said there was a problem with the foot plate, and when I got it, I fixed it in no time, and so I have this. It's hardly been used, a brand new Singer. I've got that needs repairing, and then I bought this on eBay second hand, and it's a lovely machine. It's a Frister and Rossmann. Now I think the lady that I was talking to, I must remember her name. I was telling her that I had Viking Husqvarna, and I didn't. It's a Frister and Rossmann. Now in years gone by, when I remember when I had my Singer Futura and a few other ones, when I first got a computerized machine, Frister and Rossmann were considered good. I like this. It has several feet which I haven't got round to using, but last night when I was making that top, the Vivace top, the needle kept breaking, the needle broke, and then I found what was happening was this needle was going, when the needle was going into the little plate, it was catching the throat plate. I think I must have bent the throat plate a bit, and it was catching the throat plate, and every time it caught it, it was snapping the thread. And I just thought, oh no, this is the last thing I want when we are in lockdown and I can't get either of them repaired. But I've repaired it because I've bent this throat plate here up a little bit, just bent it upwards, I thought I'd try bending it up a little bit, and it's actually going in beautifully now. So I think what I must have done, it must have forced that throat plate down, and so I fixed that by putting it up. So let's keep our fingers crossed that it's turned out okay, and that I can still go in lockdown with an overlocker. Meantime, I have a cat that keeps sitting at the side of me, and she keeps pushing herself into me, don't you? Push yourself into me, yes you do. And she's pushing herself into me to say, give me some love. Yeah, give you some love. Hey, yeah, give you some love. She is so close. She's so close that when I don't know if you can see in that mirror, she's so close that if I'm working, she pushes right up against me and will not leave me be. Won't you not, eh? You're a lovely little thing, but you're a pain. Hi everybody. Day 2 of my daily dose. And I have a cat here who's sitting here beside me, just wanting me to give her some love, aren't you? Eh? Are you wanting me to give you some love? She likes it when I do this. I've got to go like that. And then I go. And then I do the other side. Yeah, you like that, don't you? I don't know why, but she loves it, don't you? Yes. When I come in the morning, she says she comes straight up to me and wants me to do that to her, don't you? But you have to push the ears back. You have to do that, you see. You have to push the ear back. And also kisses like it. And then she loves that, don't you? You love that, don't you? Yes, you do. You're a right little rascal, aren't you? Yeah, and my grandson has been coming on video. They've been WhatsApping me on video. And the littlest one, he loves the cats. And every time he talks to me on video, he goes, Grandma, can I see the cats? So then I have to show him the white cat. And then he wants to know where the black cat is. Now the black cat spends a lot of time on a cushion in the back here, and so I have to go and show him the black cat. And he likes the white one because the white one's nice, but the white one sometimes scratches him. But even still, he likes it. And then the black one, he likes it, but the black one won't come near anybody. She'll only come near me, won't you? Won't you only come near me? You'll only come near me when you want some cuddles. Yeah. Most of the other time she won't. So it's day 2 of my daily dose. I have almost finished this Vivace top. This is the one that caused my overlocker to go wrong, and it's turned out quite nice. I've slightly modified the front. The actual Vivace top has a little side pleat that overlaps, but I wasn't so keen on that. So what I've, well, it wasn't that I wasn't so keen, it was that I wondered whether it would be better with a pleat in the front. So I put a little pleat in the front, so it's got like a little pleat there. But this collar, this was a corker of a thing. I have to save downloading everything, because PDFs sometimes are about, this one was about 80 pages long. So what I do is I just print out, can you put your bottom away? We don't want to see your bottom. Shift your bottom. Oh, she's gone. This PDF is about, I think it was about 84 pages, so I only print off the pattern and then I refer to the actual the rest of the pattern on my computer. Now I've got one computer behind me, I've got one computer here, but the one that I have all of it on is my computer in the house. And so unfortunately I kind of read the instructions and then came in here to do the job, and then which I've straightforward, knew exactly what I was supposed to be doing. But then when I came to this collar bit, I did the collar and it turned out rubbish, and thankfully I had plenty fabric, because I then had to cut out another collar, this little I wouldn't say collar, but this facing. So I had to cut another one out, and then I had to add some more interfacing, which annoyed me because we're in lockdown. Everybody I'm trying to see that I can buy on eBay is saying that they're closed, so I can't get anything, you know, we can't get, if you use up all your interfacing, you can't get any more. So anyway, I redid it, and I thought, right, go back in the house and read the instructions on your laptop and come back. And as I went back to the house, I read the instructions, and I went, oh, that's where I went wrong, because the front here, I was sewing it like that when I shouldn't have been. I should have been leaving it like that. It basically does a big half circle like this, and I went and did the half circle and then joined the middle bit, but I was ending up with a V, and I was thinking, well, hold on a minute, how can you fit a V to a square? Because it was like squared off at the bottom. And then I realised when I went back and read the instructions again that you don't do it like that. You sew the back collar facing to the sides, but then you overlap the sides like that, so that that is the square bit along there, and then that fits into the square bit here. So fine, I did it, and I got it very nicely done. There you go, squared in there. I don't know if you can see it very well. I think I'm going to have to put a little stitch there, because that comes out a bit and I don't like that. But having said that, it turned out nice. But then I was thinking, well, if I'm struggling and I'm quite an adept person to do sewing, how would somebody else manage? But then when I'm looking on the page, there's a little circle that says click here for a video on how to do the collar part. So, and I clicked there, and there's a video telling you how to do it. So very handy, very good. It's turned out really nice. I've just fixed my serger, so I'm going to see if I can get this bottom serged. I did start serging it. Let's see what I was serging it there, and then I'll be better to show you the white side. Started serging nicely, and then does that go on? It started serging nicely, and then it just went yucky there, and that was having botched it up several times. That was the point where I thought, right, I'm going to stop. So I was ending up with all sorts of knots and things, and I had to keep cutting them off. And this is my remains of stuff that was botching up. So I'm going to thread it up. It's not threaded. I took all the thread out, and I did that about 4 times. Kept rethreading and threading when it kept snapping. And then, as I say, I realised that the needles was catching this throat plate. It's like a little, it's rather like a fork, and the needles go through the fork like that. So because it was bent down, the needles were catching this side bit here. So all I've done is lifted the fork a little bit. You have to be careful, because if you do it too much, then it could break it. But thankfully it hasn't, and I'm going to thread it up and see how it goes. If it doesn't go very well, then sadly my serger is not going to be available for a good for the time of lockdown, unless I can use my engineering brain to try and fix it. Now the noise again is outside. This is the second day. I have a garden. Well, our gardener is the gentleman across the road who has his own gardening business, and although he's on lockdown, obviously because he can go out in the garden, he has been cutting people's lawns, and he's busy doing the fronts of the gardens for everybody. Not sure if he's coming in here. I've no doubt he will be, because I said to Brian, I said, have we got a lawnmower? And he said, yeah. I said, well, do you think we'll have to cut our own garden lawns? And he said, no. He says, Kennedy will come, he'll just tell you to stay indoors. So and it's not bad. He charges us £10 for the front and the back lawn, so I'm not going to complain. It's the one job I hate doing, and if he's got the equipment, he's got he's a gardener, so I'll let him do that, and I'll do the pottering. However, because we're locked indoors, I thought, oh right, we'll do some decorating. And I thought, we'll get some paint. I'll order some paint online, because we can't go out, and maybe they can deliver. So I go to the DIY shops that do deliveries, and they all say, sorry, we don't do deliveries at the moment. So then I thought, right, okay, well, decorating's out, because I'd like to do a little bit of decorating. I thought, well, let's get some plants to start prepping the garden for the plants. So I went on the garden website. The garden websites locally, they're all closed. So I thought, right, there's some online gardening companies that I often buy from that one or two that I buy from, went on there, and it had a big band across the front saying, "We are not taking any more orders because we've been inundated with them. There will be plenty of plants, but at the moment we've got to catch up on our orders." I'm thinking, oh no, so we can't garden, we can't decorate. So we will have probably a lovely garden. Now, I have got quite a few bulbs and plants in there already, but I do like to top it up with nice seed flowers. Hello. Hello. Wow, you don't know how happy I am because it's actually turning out right. But I've learned some tricks there. I had to go online to look at a couple of videos, and I realised that there's one piece of the threading that I'm missing out, and that has made a difference. There was a tiny, if I can show you while I'm sewing, I'll show you when I'm finished sewing what I've missed. Well, I'm so pleased because this has turned out really well. And the problem that I had, well, apart from, I wouldn't say it was a problem, but I've just watched a video, and the video was telling me I've been normally threading this one from the thread number 2. I've been coming from the second spool down here, through the hook, gone along there to the blue, past it round there, and then straight up through there. I didn't know that I had to go through that bit, and that has made a bit of a difference. So I'm really pleased with that. I've refixed the throat plate. It does not make a lot of fluff, this, so I've got to keep cleaning the machine out every time I use it. But that has made a vast difference. I am so pleased. You do not know when you've got lockdown and you can't go out to get your machine fixed. I'm so pleased because I had a feeling I may have to go and buy a new Overlocker just to keep me happy. Anyway, all back to normal. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Are you pleased? Are you pleased it's back to normal, you cross-eyed little girl, eh? Are you all cross-eyed? Are you enjoying being in here without your big sister around? That grumpy one. Yeah. The one who sometimes goes for you, doesn't she? Oh, she's lovely. Well, I'm very pleased with this. It's turned out very, very nice. Once I had overcome my overlocker problem, and I'm really pleased with it. So I shall be making more of this one. I'll put a little video up here, or is it here? One of those places where I can let you see what the full length's like. And we're going to stop there because, what time is it, Pussycat? My watch says 2:30, but I think that's 3:30. And I think it's coffee time. Do you think it's coffee time? And you know, his lordship said we were going to have bacon and eggs because we got up so late this morning. Well, we didn't. We had two of his cheese scones for lunch, and we're going to leave the bacon and eggs till another time, probably tomorrow. So in the meantime, I'm going to have a cup of coffee and a chill and get some of this uploaded for you. And then tonight I'm going to start on my... What am I going to start on? Oh, I'm going to start on the vlog on patterns, which I've been promising you for ages. And there are still some more new patterns have come through the door, haven't they? Yeah, they've come through the door, haven't they? Yeah? Hey, sweetie pie. Do you want a kissy kiss? Do you want a kissy kiss? Are you going to say bye-bye to everybody? Hey? You going to say bye-bye? No? No, she's not going to say bye-bye. She's going to sit here and listen. Listen to her. Say bye.